We'll cover one more security consideration at the end. This issue involves isolating programs. In a perfect world, you would not need to run any applications that are not trusted. This is not the case, though. Sometimes you have to run a line of business application that was created several years ago by a person who is no longer the company's employee. It could also be that employees have grown used to a purchased piece of software and are reluctant to switch to anything newer. A solution is isolating these programs. How is this achieved? First of all, isolating may involve the key security boundary, that is, a computer. You can set aside a dedicated computer for running this one application. The computer will then obviously not be in a domain. This solution is secure but not very functional. Users are unlikely to want to have to switch between 3 computers to be able to work efficiently. You can also virtualize the software using a second security boundary, an operating system. You can launch a virtual system and install software in it. This is an expedient solution that is easy to implement, as the Windows 7 system has this mechanism as an inbuilt function. You can run virtual PCs in Windows 7. This feature is available from Microsoft's website. Then, in prepared virtual machines, you can install any software. To make integration seamless, programs that are installed in virtual systems can be launched from the Start menu of a host system. After you click on an icon, a virtual machine is started in the background. The software is run in the virtual environment. Everything is working fine. The virtual machine is obviously not in a domain. The same passwords aren't stored there. It's quite secure. You can also give up standard security boundaries and attempt to isolate a program by running in a sandbox. One of the earlier lectures discussed the fact that Internet Explorer is to some extent sandboxed or isolated. This refers to Internet Explorer running at a low security level when it's in the protected mode. We also said that the sandbox isn't a true instance of isolation. An Internet Explorer process can read user data and forward it to the Internet but can't modify it. This usually isn't exactly what we want when we talk of data security. To remedy this situation, you can use third-party software. There are many solutions available, both free and commercial. In this presentation, we'll see an example of this software. The program we'll use is called Sandbox IE. Sandbox IE is a popular and easy-to-use application. You can run any software in Sandbox IE mode. The program is designed to virtualize it. It intercepts communications between a started application and a system. All files written to by a specific program will be written in a protected area. Sandbox IE will also disable a program from reading data that is outside the sandbox. The program addresses software isolation and security issues, as well as enhances privacy. You can clear a created sandbox at any moment and return to a point before configuration changes in the software were applied. Let's now quickly see how intuitive and transparent for a user it is to virtualize a program using tools like Sandbox IE. We'll select a program that we want to run sandboxed. It can be anything. We'll choose Wireshark. Don't simply run it. Select Run Sandboxed from the context menu. The option will appear after you install Sandbox IE. Next, you should select the sandbox in which the program will run. Usually, there's more than one sandbox. They can be created, for example, for specific applications if you don't want them to exchange data. we'll use the default sandbox. When you run your program, nothing is visibly changed from a user's standpoint. The program is running. You can see that it's virtualized and protected from the yellow border framing the program's window. Taking a look at the Sandbox IE menu, you can see that the program runs sandboxed. If it's necessary, you can delete the contents of the default sandbox or recover it to a prepared point. Sandbox IE provides a guarantee that a program you run has no direct chance of interacting with anything that is outside the sandbox. This is a simple and elegant solution. This module discussed administrative techniques and approaches for controlling user-run software. The module emphasized the importance of regular software updates. It also covered methods or system functionalities designed to determine what programs can be allowed to run and what programs will be blocked. This involved a discussion of rules that identify software and mechanisms that can allow you to run insecure programs in a relatively secure manner. This included virtualization and software isolation in a sandbox. Thank you.